My grandfather was the second to the oldest. Now, the oldest one was Orson, and he became kind of an amazing entrepreneur in eastern Idaho. And my grandfather and he were extremely close. And my grandfather was kind of like Hiram Smith was to Joseph Smith. He was there to service and benefit his older brother. His older brother bought the first thrashing machine and the first tractor in eastern Idaho. Now, the land that he finally ended up with, because he had buy land from those who homesteaded the property, and a sweet little profit for those who sold, but he had the vision, and he knew that he was going to end up a very, very wealthy man. So he ended up with several thousand acres, and he had a great personality, and he always, like his grandfather, he wore a suit. And what happened was, they're thrashing grain one day, and when you thrash grain, you've got to first bundle this grain up into bundles, and then you put the bundles into shocks. And then when it comes time to thrash, then you throw the bundles onto a wagon, and the wagon hauls it to the thrashing machine that's stationary. And then you throw it onto a conveyor belt that then transfers the bundle inside the thrashing machine. The thrashing machine spits out the straw on one side and drops the grain in another side. It's that simple. A huge machine. Made a lot of noise, a lot of conveyor belts and everything going in order to accomplish this, all on the outside of the machine, these conveyor belts. So he observed one day that someone was throwing these bundles up to put it on the conveyor belt. One of the bundles fell off. So he goes over, he grabs a pitchfork, takes that bundle and throws it up onto the conveyor belt. But somehow this pitchfork got caught in all these belts that they got going to operate the thrashing machine, and it plunged that fork right through him. They rushed him to the hospital. He died that day. They closed Idaho Falls down for 2 hours in honor of him.